Okay, in this video we're going to talk about what are called local extrema. So individually they're called local maxima and minima, or local maximums and minimums is probably how you're going to say them. But local maxima, local minima, what that means is if you were to zoom in on I'm going to call them valleys and crests, right? So if I look at where the graph goes from increasing to decreasing, right? That is called a local maximum. Okay, so we have a local maximum there. If I go from increasing to decreasing, and then if I go where the graph bottoms out, where it goes from decreasing to increasing, that point right there would be a local minimum. Okay, so I have a local max when I have a crest, a crest, and I have a local minimum when I have a valley. Okay. When you look at a polynomial, you can tell how many extrema it might have by the degree. So, if the polynomial has degree n, then it has at most n minus 1 local extrema. So this first one has degree 4, so it has at most 3 local extrema. Now, it is going to have that or an odd number, or an even number less than that. So it would have 3 or possibly 1. Okay, so keep subtracting 2 from that, but it has at most 3. This second one is x to the 5th, so this has at most 4. It might not have 4, but it has at most 4. And this one is power 4, so again it has at most 3. Now I'm going to graph these so that we can see if they actually do have that many. So the first one, x to the 4th plus x cubed and so forth, that first one says that we have at most 3 local extrema. So if I graph that, you can see that it does have 3. It's got a local minimum here, it's got a local maximum up here, and it has another local minimum down here. So there are 3 of them. A local min, a local max, and another local min. So there are 3 on that first one. The second one we said, since it's x to the 5th, there are at most 4. And as you can tell, there are 4 of them. We have a local min here and a local min here. I'm sorry, a local max. A local maximum here and a local maximum here. And then we have a local minimum here and here. So there are 4 there. The third one, 7x to the 4th plus 3x squared minus 10x. We said that has at most 3. But if you look at this graph, you actually only have 1. It only has 1 valley there, 1 local minimum. So even though it could have had 3, the function is of a sort that only gives us 1 there. So local extrema determined by the degree of your polynomial, and then if you actually graph them, you can see how many of those local max and minimums you have.